Hey there all, Steve here at FlipSideCT, and welcome. It's been a real long time, I think since August of last year, since I showed my face. I've been doing some videos. First thing is, thank you for some people asking about my cat who was sick, still sick, but he is 100% better. He's been on some steroids that have been really helping him, and he's back to normal. He's still sick, however, keeping our eye. Everything is a bonus here, but he's affectionate. He's got his weight back. He's got his wit back, and he's great. Great cat, Lancey. And with that said, as I mentioned, I had some documentaries out. The Toronto Stones since then, in '77. If you haven't checked that out, several things on my channel you should check out. A lot of good information. Browse it, look at it, give it a shot. I welcome all you new subscribers very much. Really well appreciated you checking my channel out and digging what I'm doing here, especially with my Stones documentaries. This is also about vinyl record finds, vinyl albums that I bought recently, and turning you on to what I find. Also some rock and roll books and information. It's what I like to give and share and turn on. It's what the vinyl community is about, the turn-ons, and it's a great community. A lot of people are on talking about it. If you search vinyl community, you'll see what I mean. People just showing some rock and roll, especially. So I'm okay. I mentioned what I'm working on, which is some girls documentary from '77 of the fall till the end of the tour, '78. That whole time frame, a sequential timeline, taking information from all over the place. There's so much out there, and I'm compiling it all into one comprehensive type format to present to you, the fans, from a fan for the fan. It's all about the turn-ons here, and for us to share and learn, and a lot of the information you're going to know, you don't know, but there's a lot. I mean, I don't know how long this documentary will be. I don't know, 4 hours, 5 hours, and see how many parts there are. And working hard on it. There's so much information, and a lot of information that I am countering, and you'll see what I mean. There's some disappointing things from that tour, and how people gave some hell to the Stones, and I'm sort of going to prove why that's wrong. So the Stones fans, but it's more than just the Stones what I have in this channel, but I do have to get over a few of those things. One thing is, as you see here under their thumb, Bill German, who is an author and a wonderful person. I've been conversing a little bit with him. I'd love to interview him one day live. He has a website too, and if you don't know who Bill is, besides the books, he did Beggar's Banquet magazine fan. He devoted his life to getting us fans information about the Stones back in the 80s and 90s. And I mean, he devoted his life. And he has right now, at this moment, and maybe when you go look, it may not be there, his back catalog of Volume 2 available, all the copies. Very well priced, real nice of him, and he mails it out in this price, and it's while supplies last, I guess. But I'm pushing him in his work effort, and hopefully he could get rich. So really cool things from Bill. He's still working and active. I did get this book, Sympathy for the Drummer, Why Charlie Watts Matters. Many of you have probably seen this if you're looking at rock and roll books and Stones. Small book, of course, here. Mike Edison is the author, a drummer himself. If you check out the podcast and Facebook, Under the Radar, two chaps from, I think, the Toronto area, Canada. They're Canadians. They have great insight to Stones information. And they interviewed Mike about this book. You can give a listen to that. I haven't read that book. Another book I have not read, Chris Jagger, Talking to Myself, Mick's younger brother. Wrote this book, don't know too much about it, but when I see it, like things like this, I buy them. Chris had done some work with Mick recently. You could check that out, but I'm looking forward to that book. And this book was pretty obvious with Anita. She's a rainbow. And a lot of folks with the documentary really ripped Anita apart, really saying how she ruined Keith and Brian. And I think, yeah, that is true. Some of it's true, and some of there's positive too of what she did. But yeah, she was an abusive person from what I've read, not in his book yet, but looking forward to reading this, and got some really good reviews there. I mean, reviews are reviews, critics, I don't know. It's all within yourself. We are the person who decides if it's good. So there's a couple things here that I got record-wise. I got a pile over here that I want to show eventually again. But here's one that's really cool for Stones, rock and rollers, Quicksilver Messenger Service. This is an album I didn't see. I bought it in a record store for $18, double album, Stony Brook College, 1970. The beauty of this, other than the great band that they are, it's got Nicky Hopkins playing live, and he is just wonderful to listen to, and the band is wonderful. Real cool album, really great for a collection. 1970 in April. I got, how about this? I've always wanted this. I saw this at a show. Lancelot Link and the Evolution Revolution from the 60s. This is the show with the Chimps. I don't want to say too much if you don't know anything about them. Oh, you just got to check it out. But this is the music they would play during the show. And of course, the Chimps didn't play the music. It was some other artists that did. And yeah, this is a Steve Barry production, Joe Sill. And very cool album for my collection that I always wanted. And Leon Russell, Will-O-the-Wisp. Not his best album, but still very good. Got Steve Cropper on it, Donald Dunn. Loved them, and I really enjoyed Leon's music. So picked that up for a few dollars. It wasn't much. Hey, Living Stereo, love these type of albums. When you get them at a cheap price, pick them up, and if they're good quality, the sound is just wonderful. And I got this from a show from my friend Vinyl Rescue Mike. This is Ronnie's Live at the Ritz album with Bo Diddley. This is the Japanese version. Just 1987 live. I don't remember when I saw him. I saw him with Chuck. And he does have a live Chuck album too. And I saw him Chuck at the Ritz. Right up front. You talk about just brilliance. Anyway, I get carried away. Live at the Ritz. This was a few dollars. Wasn't too much. I might have paid $20 for that. This is Ronnie's newer one. Many of you do know Mr. Luck, his tribute to Jimmy Reed, and wonderful with Mick Taylor playing at the live at the Royal Albert Hall. Bobby Womack, Paul Weller from the Jam is playing on this too. But this is just a beautiful album. Beautiful. Support Ronnie. The pictures that are on the sleeves are just brilliant. Brilliant. So, yeah, Bob Clearmountain worked on this, and just look at this picture. Such great quality. Ronnie just knows how to do it. And the songs are wonderful. And again, his live recent album, and he has other ones. Oh, and again, check Flippo's Rolling Stone article. I will be working on it. I hope to get something out for some girls soon. Keep your eye open. That's all I got. I hope you got something out of that. And like I said, I might want to do something live one day soon. I see people are doing live YouTube videos. That'd be cool to talk with people and get in. I'm open for it. And talk to you soon, folks. Bye-bye.